As I Lay Dying was a key band that helped propel metalcore from its early roots as just a more metallic style of playing hardcore to a key subgenre in metal during the 2000s that eventually became the most prominent form of the genre. Bands like As I Lay Dying, Lamb of God, Misery Signals, Killswitch Engage, and All That Remains, among others, were key bands that helped shape this era of metalcore. Being one of the earlier bands from that specific era of metalcore helped As I Lay Dying become one of the most successful metal bands in the 2000s and early 2010s, even being one of the more successful Christian metal bands as well, as they had music videos with millions of views, sold millions of records, headlined multiple tours, and were a part of some big festivals as well. They were even nominated for a Grammy in 2008 for their song Nothing Left. However, in May of 2013, news would break that would stun the metal community and the wider public. On May 7, 2013, vocalist of As I Lay Dying, Tim Lambesis, was arrested and charged for attempting to hire a hitman to murder his then wife of 8 years. This incident left fans and journalists with more questions than answers, as it was a shock that the vocalist of a Christian metal band was even capable of something like this, even calling into question his faith and belief in God. Eventually, 1 year later, Tim Lambesis was convicted for the solicitation of murder of his ex-wife and served 2.5 years of a 6-year sentence. He was released in 2017, and a few years later, he happened to reconnect with his old bandmates. And somehow, As I Lay Dying was able to have a successful comeback. Even though there was undoubtedly demand for this, the metal community was split, as some fans were doubtful that he changed, while others gave him the benefit of the doubt. This sparked a lot of discourse around the ideas of redemption and if true change was really possible. Slowly, the members of the classic lineup of As I Lay Dying started to leave, and they were then replaced by new members. But while the band was gearing up to drop their new record, Through Storms Ahead, slowly each member left the band within a month, leaving Tim Lambesis as the sole member of the band. While this was all happening, home security footage leaked showing Tim and his now estranged wife engaged in a heated argument that many saw as proof that Tim was being abusive towards his wife, as Tim was acting very unhinged in this footage. This then sparked Tim to respond by accusing his wife of abuse, while many see the footage that leaked as proof that it was in fact Tim who was the abuser. This is a story that both highlights the highest of highs one could achieve while being in a successful metal band, and living his dream while showing just how quickly things could fall apart, even after being granted a second chance and forgiveness by your community. A complicated story that involves steroid abuse, infidelity, the disillusion and reconnection of friendships, and just how detrimental one's decision making could be for themselves, their friends, and their family.